Grilled vegetables, primarily peppers. Hey, Emoji C, tell us about bell peppers, or peppers in general.
You got it, Curtis. Bell peppers are from the Grossum group of spices, capsicum ananamus. Why does he give me those tough words to say? Anywho, in addition to the red, green, yellow, and orange bell peppers, there's a candy cane and chocolate as well. I want chocolate.
Peppers. And an eggplant. This eggplant, Lisa and I went on the road about a week. We're gone, and I left this one in the fridge. Now it's, see the skin there, how it has kind of shriveled a bit. I think the eggplant is going to be okay. I mean, I wouldn't want you to buy something that looked like this. However, if it's in your fridge, let's put it to use. And I think grilling it is going to be a great way to use it. So we're going to cut our peppers up first. I'm going to use this little container here as my waste container. So we'll take the peppers out. We'll just get started with the eggplant because I want it to be in the oil and marinate as long as possible. I'm going to use this as my little marinade container over here. Okay, move my my phones out of the way so you can see me clearly. I may have found the perfect setup, well, maybe not perfect, but a very good setup here. Everything has been washed, by the way. I've got the my two rolling boards together, so it gives me a little freedom to move around. Oh, look at that. That still looks great. Wow, okay. Well, we're a little uneven there. We'll work that out. Okay, now, okay. I really love what I call my eggplant steaks. So I cut them like this. For those of you who don't want to eat meat, eggplant is a great item to take to barbecues. Back in the old days, in my non-meat eating days, whenever I showed up at a barbecue, I would always take eggplant that had been marinated. And my favorite marinade back in the day was orange juice, soy sauce, and then a little bit of whatever other season I like. I used to love to use, before I started making my own season sauce, I used Lowry. And any good Southern boy will tell you Lowry's is okay to work with. What I'm going to do now is just add the eggplant in the bottom. If I'm making eggplant parm, I'll take and slice these up in the morning, then salt them and let them strain through a colander. However, we're making grilled eggplant today, so what I want to do is just get these really coated with some olive oil. You know, because remember now, this there's no fat in that eggplant, so we're going to add a little fat with the oil here, and just cover them really well. And I want this eggplant to really take that flavor in, the olive oil. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that color of eggplant. I've got some tongs somewhere around here. Here they are. Well, these are a little bigger than the ones I need. So I can find a there we go. Pardon me reaching down like that. I'm gonna have to connect these two. I think I'll use a bungee cord or something just to secure them so they don't roll away from us as we are working. A little more olive oil. And then we'll start to, I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, not too much. Remember, salt helps to bring out that liquid. So if you're going to be grilling, you don't really want them too dry, nor do you want them too wet. Okay. But that salt also helps to soften them up. I may add even more olive oil to this as we go. Remember, olive oil is a vegetable oil, so it flows through the body. It's not a saturated fat, that's what I'm getting at. Saturated fats, they just kind of clump up in your system. Those are the ones that gives us those clogged arteries and all those things. And yes, I am speaking from experience. So we are trying not to do that anymore. There's no fun in having your heart attack you. I shouldn't say that like that, should I? I don't want my heart attacking me. There we go, ever again. Now I'm gonna let that eggplant sit. And the reason I did the eggplant first is I want to allow some of that moisture to come out. Red, orange, green peppers And little emoji C will tell you more about these if he hasn't already. And there's so many ways, so don't feel like you have to cut peppers the way I do, okay? When I'm going to grill them, I try to get as much as possible to go on the grill. So I'll cut the bottoms off like that, right? Then I'll take the tops off because I want to use this too, okay? In fact, you can grill it with the stem still on. It won't hurt anything, okay? So I'm going to put that right in there. And again, these have been washed, and these are organic peppers. I'm going to take and run my knife around like that just to cut that out. See how that goes? And then that whole seed pocket will fall out or easily pulled out if we cut it all the way through. There we go. I don't want to have any of the seeds as I'm grilling them, okay? A little membrane, that's the little white part. And then I want large pieces of pepper when I'm going to grill them. So I'm just going to cut this in half like so, okay? Now, and just put those in our marinade container. You can trim up a little more if you like to. That's a little, take that off. Now that stuff tastes good. Don't be afraid to eat it. All right, same thing. Now, here's a trick. You hear that? That's some of that little membrane rolling around. You can tell the difference in the seeds. When the seeds are rolling around, that's an old pepper. Stay away from it. But this is not really. You'll see when I get into it what we've got to get. I'm gonna cut the bottom off. Okay. Cut the top. Again, I want to use all of this, so I'm gonna leave that in there. Remove that seed. That's beautiful. Now, this is what's rattling around it. You can tell if it's a loose shake, it's the seed pocket that has collapsed. But if it's something hard and firm like that, you can, well, let me just pull all this out so you can see what I wanted to show you. These are all those tricks of the trade that we learned while shopping for produce. See that right there? That's not it. Fooled you, didn't I? This is what I want to show you, see? Now that's that little piece that was rattling around. That is not a seed. So this pepper is still in great shape. Nice and sweet. Again, we're going to cut this one in half. And I want large pieces to go on my grill. And remember, roasted peppers are fabulous. I think the second or third day after you cook them. Yes, I'm going to eat some tonight. However, I think they get better the longer they stay in the fridge. All those wonderful juices come out. And they get sweeter, it seems. Okay, we've got to do a green one. We've got a red one. We've got one more red one. Keep my table together. I don't want to get in trouble with the table association. Split table association. Now those seeds, I might dry some of those so that we can grow red and green and orange peppers next season. There we go. Oh, now that's got a little spot on the bottom. We might have some. This might be interesting to see the inside of that one. Oh, that looks good. Again, same thing. I'm going to use all of that. Start to drizzle a little olive oil over. I'm going to get those seeds out of there. It won't hurt anything to have the seeds in. It's just that, they might be a little hotter than you want. And
peppers are packed with the good stuff. Vitamin A, vitamin B6, vitamin C, A, B, C, all those vitamins. Vitamin K1, which is good and very important for bone and blood health. What do you think about that, huh? Potassium and folate. Eat bell peppers. They taste good and they're good for you. Pick a pack of pickled peppers. Mouthful. I'm getting better at it.
And peppers are loaded with vitamins and minerals. Vitamin C, vitamin A. Oh, but Emoji C told you that, didn't he? I like that little guy. You can eat every part of the pepper. I don't recommend the stem, however, it won't hurt you. Again, these large pieces. And why do I make large pieces? They're just easier on the grill, easier to handle on the grill. We're going to end up with our green pepper here. Then I'm going to add some salt, pepper. I may add garlic salt to it, some oregano, rosemary, whatever herbs you like when you are grilling your peppers. It's okay by me. Tried to get a little fancy with that one, didn't I? Never pays to fool with Mother Nature. Remember that commercial? You young kids, you don't know that one. The whole thing just came right up. All right, now, these are ready. I'm gonna let them marinate for about an hour. What time is it now? It's 4:30. It's still pretty hot outside. I want to let the sun get behind the house before we go out to the grill. But yeah, let's add some more olive oil. Gonna add more salt, pepper. I may dig out, I think I've got some garlic salt here. And what else do I have around here? I got everything. Plenty of olive oil, don't worry, y'all. Oh, by the way, I've been looking for replacement parts for my grill. I think they'll be here next week, so I've got some spots in the grill that I really am not happy with when I show it on television. But remember, we all deal with the same thing, y'all. Unless you've got a one of those magic butlers that takes care of all the things around your house before you even know they're gone. And no, I don't have that magic butler. Okay, pepper. And the reason I'm not going so crazy with the different seasoning is because I just love the pepper. I love the flavor of these beautiful roasted vegetables, roasted peppers. I've got zucchini out there I could slice up, and the big zucchini, I could take some of those and do it. However, today is all about the peppers. I'm going on a little trip this week, so I'm getting stuff ready that Lisa's gonna have in a week. So hey, why not make some chili too? All right, back in a minute. See what we can make. Chili maybe? What do you think, huh? I like the idea of doing chili.
Do you believe this or not? They say the first chili recipe is attributed to Sister Mary of Agreda, a Spanish nun who never left the convent. She was in a trance in the convent in Spain. Her spirit visited the Jumanu of West Texas, native people of West Texas, and she gave them the recipe. Believe it or not, Twilight Zone.
Back in the kitchen. Let's make some chili. This is a not a meatless chili. This is gonna be beanless chili because tonight my girl wanted chili dogs. Yesterday we had slaw dogs, so today chili dogs. And this is gonna be something she can eat while I'm on the road this week. Quick and easy. And the ingredients for our chili. Of course, I've got some seasoning, salt, and pepper, and I've got some chili powder. Yeah, and I'm gonna add some of my stuff to it to kind of beef it up. This is a mixture of garlic, and there's some Italian seasoning in there, some cumin, onion powder, garlic powder, just wonderful, wonderful stuff. Remember, recipes are starting points. So if there's something you love, whether it's in your chili or your fried chicken, add it, make it taste like you. Ground beef, of course, this is, I think, ground chuck. Emoji C, do you have any information on ground beef you can share? Let's see.
Okay, Chef Curtis, you know this. Ground beef or minced beef or beef mince is finely chopped beef, either through a grinder, mincer, or with a knife. Ground beef. Yeah. How do you like it? I love hamburgers and meatloaf. Chili's good too. Make some.
Now, I've got about a pound here, okay? And I've got last year's tomatoes. I've got maybe 2 or 3 more pounds of last year's tomatoes that were frozen. I just simply let them thaw in a plastic bag. And one of the great things about when you're using those tomatoes that you from last season, you can go ahead and whoops, if I can open the packet. There we go. Now I'm gonna show you an easy way to peel tomatoes when they've been look at this. The husk. The peel just comes right off like that, okay? I'm not gonna use it in a tomato. In a salad or a sandwich, they are great for cooking though. A lot of flavor in there. Just take your time and pull, they just kind of shake out, all right? Now, what else? Oh, I've got some of the Italian tomato paste. Boom shakalaka. I've got olive oil in the pan, and I do By the way, love to add oregano to my chili. There's a secret ingredient that I may show you later. I'm going to tell you what it is. It's ketchup. I always used to add a little bit of ketchup to my my chilies. Okay, so let's get started. These onions are from my garden, and I love working with, of course, items from my own garden. I had one left over. Well, this is left over, so I'm going to use it, and then probably this one as well. I'm going to make Lisa some chicken salad and some tuna salad thing before I hit the road. I'm gone for like 2.5 days. I just like to make sure she has stuff that she can eat when I'm not here. Things that she can just kind of go in the fridge. Maybe someday we'll do a show on just items, quick and easy items that you can prepare for your family, whether there's kids coming home after school, or your wife or your husband, whomever it is, your partner coming back from work, and just, you know, they're not into cooking like we are. And Lisa, she makes some things. However, she'll be the first to tell you that the cooking ain't her Jones, you know, ain't her jam. She'd much rather me do the cooking, and I don't mind. All right, so these onions from the yard, the backyard, my God, they just smell so good. I really, 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 really want you to experience the joy of growing your own food. I'm working with a group down in the southern part of the county, the southern part of Marin County, on some gardens down there. And I love the folks up at the Bounty Garden up in Petaluma. I like working with those folks. Have you had a chance to stop by there, those of you up in Sonoma? Please do, and help out. Now, let's go ahead and get the burner started so that we can start here. We're going to cook. I like to start with my onion. There we go. Got a little flame there. Give it like 1001, 1002. Figaro. I can't sing. All right. I'm going to add these onions and let them start to cook, and then we're going to add the ground beef and just kind of cook it in there as well. I want the onions to release some of their sweetness. Okay. Remember, we talk about caramelization, and that's just the process of allowing that sugar to come out of vegetables. All vegetables have some amounts of sugar in them, a natural sugar, so don't trip. Okay. Let's see. There we go. And I've got a little olive oil on the bottom of the pan, probably about a tablespoon, between half tablespoon and a full tablespoon. Because remember, there is fat in that beef, in that ground beef. Although I'm using, I think this is a 85-15 blend. 85 lean, only 15% fat in that meat. So I'm gonna let these cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. They don't even have to start becoming translucent. I just want to cook them to get some flavor in the bottom of that pan. And remember, we're going to cook this chili maybe, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. This is a beanless chili because I'm using it with the hot dogs. Do you want to see me eat a hot dog? Nah, I'm not going to put you through that. So just trust me when I say Lisa's going to love them on her hot dogs. I'm cutting these up to add to the meat a little later on. That's looking good in there. Take your time when you are chopping vegetables. Don't look away. Don't get distracted. It's always about safety in our kitchen. I'm going to switch to a more sturdy spatula here, because I want to chop. I want to break that meat up as we put it into the pan. There we go. Whoops. Just break it up in there. Just going to brown the ground. Brown the ground beef. Let that cook a couple of minutes. Let it do its thing. See how the beef is starting to brown up nicely? Let's go ahead and start adding a little bit of seasoning here. I'm going to add my blend before I add the chili powder, flavoring that meat up. Again, remember, it's the things that you like. Don't be afraid to use them. And my chili powder is not a really hot chili powder. I don't really like too spicy food, you know. I think I've shared that with you on many occasions. And there are all kinds of chili powder blends that you can find in, whether it's at Whole Foods or whatever your favorite market to shop, Nugget or Safeway, or, you know, I'm not picky. I shop everywhere, y'all. I want good food and I want good prices, you know, so it's one of the reasons I grow stuff at home. Oh, wow, that smells so good. Oh, yeah. We're almost ready to add our tomatoes and our tomato paste. And then it's just a matter of allowing this to cook low and slow. I'm going to get everything browned. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to add the rest of my little blend. I'm not going to add too much salt right now. Look at the color down the bottom there. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? I'm not going to add any water to this because the tomatoes have enough liquid in themselves. Let's lower this flame. A little more chili powder. Isn't that beautiful? All right, now. See all that liquid from our tomatoes, we're going to just add all that in there. And those are last year's tomatoes. I'm really winding down. At the end of this season, I'll show you how I like to put my tomatoes away. It's a very simple process. I simply wash them, slice them, and put them in plastic bags. I do nothing. That's all I do. That's that beautiful French tomato there. Again, you can just pull that skin right off. See that? Just comes right away. Now, I'm going to add some tomato paste. We're going to lower this and let this simmer 45 minutes until everything is tasting good. I'm adding about a good tablespoon. I'm going to add my oregano, the last of my little seasoned blend. This is a little blend I had here. Cumin, garlic powder, onion powder. There's a garlic blend. See that still left in there? I'm going to scrape all that out of there. I want to get all. I don't want to leave any flavor out. Add some oregano. And we're going to let this cook down. Like I said, about 45, 50 minutes. We'll come back and look at it. All right, well. And if you want to add some of the roasted peppers in there, you could do that as well. This chili is for our hot dogs. That's why I left the beans out, okay? All right, y'all. We'll come back when it's time to do some tasting. What do you think, huh? Peace. Spread love. I'm going to break those tomatoes down. I might add more tomato paste to this as well. We'll check it for seasoning a little later. When I mean check it for seasoning, that way if you want to add salt and pepper to it, look, there's that chili color. Having a hard time talking today. There we go. Bring this to a boil, lower it, simmer it, like I said, 45 to 50 minutes. Just let it reduce to become nice and thick. Let's go check the grill out. Here we are at Grill Top.
One of my favorite restaurants in Novato for many years was the Hilltop Cafe. It was a great place to hang out and have fun. So this is my spot today, Grill Top Cafe. We're gonna grill these peppers. We got a nice hot temperature. Let's see what I had it up to. It's about right at 400 degrees. And I still have some of those aluminum pans that I will slowly get rid of. And we've got our peppers here. And they have been marinating, probably 2 hours now. I love these little containers. They work great. I've got one cold spot here. There's no heat over here. Then I've got 2 hot spots so I can move things when we get flame ups, all right? Grilling, it's fun, or barbecuing as we call it in the South.
Well, it is my favorite time of the show when I get to taste what we have made. Our chili's looking really good. I added about 2 ounces of ketchup to this to give it that nice rusty color. Look at, isn't that beautiful? I love chili. And the beautiful woman I'm in love with, Lisa Cobb, you know, she was all gung-ho. I don't want any beans in the chili. I don't want any beans in the chili. I want to just have chili for the hot dogs. And then, of course, she decided she wanted to have beans. So when I take this in for dinner, I'm going to add a 16-ounce can of probably dark kidney beans. What do you think? Smells good. Got a beautiful color to it. Très magnifique. This is when we'll check it for more seasoning. You could add more of the chili powder, salt, pepper, oregano, whatever you like to add to your chili. Okay, I believe it's thick enough. Good stuff. Bon appetit. Enjoy. And as always, spread love. Ciao.
That smells pretty good. Next week, we'll go back to the grill and finish the veggies. Okay, as always, if you're using the grill, it's called barbecue. My little niece,
Good night.
Kendall, will say, "Where the barbecue sauce, Uncle Curtis?" I said, "Baby, I'm gonna make you homemade barbecue sauce."
Chef
All right,
Curtis,
so let's get our peppers
why
going.
does that hungry shark get to be on, and Poonie the Pooch doesn't get to make an appearance?
All that beautiful skin will come off.
Poonie the
Let's have a
Pooch,
nice spot.
I'm hungry too. Woo, woo.
Grill up, let's do its thing. In fact, let me turn the whole grill on now to get started. We'll just fill it up and then we'll use the top part as our coals. And notice I'm putting the oil side up. I want that